everyone, my dear subscribers and my viewers who haven't subscribed yet, haha. Today, I'm going to tell you a very interesting story while I get ready for camp. Story: An unforgettable summer camp. Summer for Vanya began unusually. His parents sent him to a camp located outside the city. At first, Vanya was scared and didn't know what to expect. He had never been so far from home, and the thought of spending several weeks surrounded by strangers filled him with fear. When he arrived at the camp, a beautiful landscape unfolded before him: a dense forest, a lake, and bright tents set up in the open air. But while he looked around with a confused expression, other kids were already running around and laughing. Vanya felt a wave of anxiety wash over him. The first evening was especially tough. All the kids gathered around a campfire, where everyone took turns introducing themselves. Vanya struggled to gather the courage to speak. He quietly said his name and almost cried when everyone laughed at his shyness. But when one boy, Artem, approached him and offered to be his friend, Vanya felt his fear gradually beginning to fade. With each passing day, Vanya became more involved in camp life. He learned to swim with the help of Artem and the other kids. Together, they spent whole days on the water, competing to see who could swim to the other shore the fastest. Smiles, laughter, and cheers filled the air, and Vanya felt his fears disappear. One day, in the middle of the session, the counselors announced a theater competition. The idea of performing on stage initially seemed terrifying to Vanya, but after much persuasion from his friends, he agreed to give it a try. They decided to put on a funny comedy, and Vanya was cast as a comedic character. During rehearsals, he was full of embarrassment, but with each practice, he became more immersed in his role. On the day of the performance, standing backstage, Vanya felt nervous, but the support of his friends helped him gather himself. When he stepped onto the stage and saw the smiles on the faces of the audience, he realized this was his moment. Vanya acted as if he had been on stage his whole life, and the laughter of the audience motivated him. After the performance, the kids jumped for joy together, and Vanya realized that he had not only overcome his fears but had also found true friends. At the end of the session, when it was time to leave, Vanya didn't want to leave the camp. He stood by the lake, hugging his new friends, and felt his heart fill with warmth. This experience became an important step in his life. He returned home with new skills, big dreams, and, most importantly, newfound confidence. This unforgettable summer camp left a mark in his soul that he would cherish for a lifetime. So that's the story. I'm currently thinking about whether to take a cat with me or not. What do you think of the story? You can also share interesting stories from your life in the comments, and next time I'll tell you more. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I think I'll leave the cat at home after all. See you soon, everyone.